Ladies and gentlemen, it's Spider-Man's birthday today. Happy birthday, Peter Parker, and happy birthday, Megan Alba, and happy birthday, Stephen Alba. That's right, my sister and dad share the same birthday as Peter Parker. They're variants within the Spider-Verse. Now that I got the stamp of approval from Canadian Lad, we are going to watch today. I watched Spider-Man Far From Home in 0.25 speed, and here's what I found. This is actually a follow-up video because he did one a while ago that I've seen pretty much most of Canadian Lad's videos on my own time already, but he put this up just yesterday. Since it's Spider-Man's birthday, we gotta cover something Spider-Man related. So thank you so much, Canadian Lad, for all the work you do. Thanks for your stamp of approval. Let's get into this. The hell are you showing me? This is one of the fake trailers? Okay. All right. This looks really real.
Bootleg? You're gonna get us all killed?
It's a very convincing
Hey
trailer.
everyone, I'm the Canadian Lad, and today I watched Spider-Man Far From Home at 0.25 speed and found 14 new details that you'll find nowhere else
Awesome.
on the internet. Now this is my second time watching this movie at 0.25 speed. If you haven't watched my previous breakdown yet, I'd suggest you watch that after you're done with this one. Trust me, the details I'm about to show you will increase your love for Marvel films 10 times more than before. So without any further ado, let's begin. Number 1. At the beginning of the film, Aunt May brought Spider-Man to this charity event to raise money for the homeless. Now, if you have seen some behind-the-scene footage, you already know that Tom Holland wasn't wearing any Spider-Man suit during this scene. He was in a motion capture suit, because the Iron Spider suit that we saw in the movie is just too good to exist in real life, so they had to CGI the whole suit in the movie. So why am I saying all this? Notice in this event, people were recording Spider-Man in their cell phone, because it's the first time they've ever come this close to a superhero. This is quite normal for today's standard, but notice the VFX team's attention to detail is so incredible that they didn't even forget to CGI.
Oh, how neat!
To CGI a motion capture suit into a Spider-Man suit, but the VFX team made sure he appears the same way even in the cell phones that the extras are carrying in this scene.
It's things like that why you gotta subscribe to Canadian Lad. Never would have noticed that in a million years. I love how much attention to detail Canadian Lad constantly gives to the production design for any of these movies or anything he's covering, because yeah, that is a detail that could have easily been overlooked, but yeah, good eye there, good eye. You can notice a lot when you're watching things in ridiculous.
We have already seen a mistake like this happening in WandaVision, which could have easily happened here too, but thanks to the VFX department for their attention to detail. Number 2. When Peter was preparing for a school trip to Venice, Aunt May came to his room.
Oh, so sorry.
Now notice Peter has literally taped the switch on the wall along with the note that says "Do not turn off," because turning the switch off would stop his Iron Spider suit from charging. He even taped all the plugs so that Aunt May doesn't unplug them. Number 3. When Peter arrives in Venice, he goes to buy the Black Dahlia necklace for MJ, which he had already planned to give her as a gift in the beginning of the film.
I'm gonna buy her a Black Dahlia necklace because her favorite flower is the Black Dahlia because of, well...
The murder.
The murder.
Now notice you can actually spot Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, in the background. Nobody actually noticed it until Jake Gyllenhaal himself revealed this Easter egg on Instagram. You certainly cannot see him clear enough without slowing down this speed. It's incredible how Quentin Beck was essentially following Peter Parker everywhere he goes just so he can trick him at the end. Number 4. Peter denies Nick Fury's request to go to Prague to fight the Fire Elemental because he has to go to Paris the next day with his classmates. As a result, Nick Fury hijacked Peter's summer vacation and changed the destination from Paris to Prague.
We're going to Prague. Huh?
What?
Notice Peter and Ned always end their handshake routine very smoothly, but hearing this shocking news, they both ended up pulling the wrong move. This is the only time the handshake routine actually goes wrong.
I wonder if that was a moment between the actors of just improvising and feeling it in the moment, if there was actually a specific direction on John Watts, because I love the littlest attention to detail like that when it comes to rehearsal or anything with actors involved. That's a really, it's the even little details like that I'm very much fond of.
Number 5. At this point, we're all familiar with this scene where Peter and Quentin have a conversation by the balcony. Now keep in mind, Mysterio actually can't fly, so whatever Peter is seeing here is an illusion. Therefore Mysterio appeared with his helmet. But notice as soon as the hologram of Mysterio lands beside Peter, Peter senses something weird.
I didn't think I was gonna have to save the world this summer.
Notice the way the camera focuses only on Peter. This is to prevent us from seeing the real Quentin Beck sneaking up behind Peter and sitting exactly where the hologram will land. Peter's spidey sense wasn't up to its full potential yet, and that's why he did feel something but wasn't sure about it. Number 6.
Wait a minute. How did
Beck get in there?
how did Beck sneak on in there then?
Yeah, because did he come in from behind?
If he can't actually fly.
Yeah. Or was he on top of the statue or something?
Because I get what he's saying. If anything, that's more of a little hole in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly drives a lot of mystery around how Mysterio is there and where the illusion ends and
Like
Quentin Beck begins.
How you would know that Spider-Man is on top, chilling on the roof there. Quentin would have to be somewhere specifically there in order to seamlessly, it's like a swipe cut. It's like a hidden cut in a movie, you know? Like he would have to seamlessly go with the hologram in order to do it, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Like projected on top of his body or something.
Because I like the attention to detail you're pointing out in terms of like having Tom Holland look to his right. At the same time, it's raising this whole other question of, wait, how did Quentin pull that off? Exactly.
Number 6. While everyone was looking away at the supposed baby mountain goats, we get a shot for less than a second where MJ is clearly looking at Peter Parker and discovering his alter identity. In the next shot, you can clearly see she's still looking at Peter. This is really hard to notice without slowing down the playback.
Damn.
That's why right after getting off the bus, MJ kept staring at Peter.
Oh, that is a really neat attention to detail right there.
Because, yeah, you can see the whites of her eyes, like, clearly.
Oh, yeah, she is not taking her eyes off of him at all.
No.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I mean, she's a shrewd character. It's absolutely fitting.
I thought she was just smarter than everyone else.
Now she's just crushing and she's lost in Peter's eyes / Edith.
Number 7. Now this one is one of my favorites. We know how Brad caught Peter in a tricky position with this woman who was only here to give Peter his new stealth suit. Brad then took a picture and decided to show it to MJ so that Peter can never get his chances with her. But then of course with the help of Edith, Peter managed to remove this photo from Brad's device. Now we all know that, but here's the new detail. When Mr. Harrington was telling the students they're all gonna go to the opera, everyone showed their frustration with this decision. But notice Brad just kept scrolling his phone up and down. He's still trying to figure out where that photo went. In fact, he even gives Peter an evil look right in the middle of the scene. I'm pretty sure none of you lads noticed it, because the scene was heavily focused on Mr. Harrington, Ned, and Peter. Number 8. As we know, this black suit is called the stealth suit. Now I love the way Marvel introduced this suit for the first time. Notice we couldn't really spot where Peter is in this frame until the fireworks started in the background. So with this one clever shot, Marvel basically showed us what the stealth suit is really for.
Nice.
Number 9. When Peter and Beck were having a conversation in the bar, Peter was being so careless that he literally forgot the Edith glasses on the floor.
Oh
my god, thank you so much.
They were just on the floor?
This woman who just handed Peter the Edith glasses was also a member of Beck's team, so she simply could have just kept the glasses and later give it to Quentin Beck, but she didn't, because stealing the glasses was never a part of the plan. Quentin planted the idea on Peter's head to give away Edith so profoundly that he never thought of it. That's why this lady handed the glasses back.
It just goes forward to solidify the choice.
Pocketed the glasses from Peter and put it on the floor in the first place, so that when she gives it back, Peter feels ashamed and irresponsible.
Oh, that is a really great character beat, because that is a hotly debated moment. Would Peter Parker actually give that up? Like, he barely really knows Quentin Beck. And I've heard a lot of people argue about that specific choice to hand over the glasses for a subtle moment such as that, because one thing that this video alone has been showing me is kind of like what I've heard Spielberg talk a lot about. Not that I would put John Watts and Spielberg on the same caliber.
Right there.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of story happening even within the background of things, more than just what the audience is meant to pay solely attention to. If the glasses are on the ground, that could be an indicator that for someone like Peter Parker or Young, like maybe I'm not responsible enough for this, that I would just leave the most dangerous thing here, just let it slip out of the hand, and then having that dialogue exchange after that. Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, and even the prospect that maybe she even pickpocketed them and then orchestrated that whole exchange, it's still like, it makes that psychological turn for Peter that much stronger to me.
True.
Anyway, yeah, because it plays totally on his sense of responsibility.
Number 10. When Peter looks up Flash's Instagram account to find out where they are, we can see Flash's Instagram handle, which is Spidey1fan. Also notice the comments on his stream. None of these comments are related to Flash or his stream, meaning these comments are from bots.
How does he get so many followers? They're all bots.
Number 11. In the final battle of the film, Peter runs out of his webs in his newly designed suit. This is probably simply because this new suit doesn't have web shooter reveals like his previous suit used to have. Number 12.
Oh,
The
neat.
end credits show how Mysterio models his costume based on Thor, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther. Number 13. In Captain America Civil War, the audience is silent during Tony Stark's BARF presentation.
Binarily augmented retroframing, or BARF.
But in the flashback to that same scene in Spider-Man Far From Home, the audience is now laughing.
Binarily augmented retroframing, or BARF.
This indicates that Mysterio remembers this moment as a lot more humiliating than it actually was. Thanks to a user from Reddit for sending me this awesome
Fascinating.
piece of detail. Number 14.
Dealing with
in the final fight, the
perspectives.
fake Mysterio tries to hand over the Edith glasses to Peter Parker, while the real Mysterio was trying to shoot Peter. Notice this holographic Mysterio was holding the Edith glasses as if he's holding and aiming a gun. This was a subtle clue that this version
Oh,
of Mysterio is not
that's a great visual detail.
down of Spider-Man Far From Home at 0.25x speed. I hope
He
I was
does
able to
do it
present
like
some
that.
new
Yeah.
details that
That
I
is
didn't
true.
catch before. If I did, then please give me a
does
thumbs
do
up,
it that way.
grab the subscribe button, and turn
Do it,
notifications
guys.
on.
Can't wait
There are
for
a
his
lot more
what ifs.
details that I ignored because I covered them already in my previous breakdown, so please make sure to watch that too. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter to get updates about my videos. Till then, I'm Dave Chappelle, and I'll see you lads in the next one.
Way to go, Dave Chappelle. That was fantastic.
A+.
Nice to meet you.
I'll be a tiny bit closer. Not that far.
Come on!
Come back.
It's just a lot to take in.
You just laughed
You
at
were
my
looking around
performance.
so far, so you couldn't look at me, which made me laugh. Yeah. This, I don't think the shot works.
Didn't know that. All right, guys. Well, Canadian Lad, be sure to subscribe to him today. He's grown so much, and rightfully so. Link in the description box and pinned comment. Happy Spider-Man Day. Tell us, guys, in the comments, what's your favorite detail from here? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Subscribe, click the notification bell, hit that like button. Keep a lookout for our What If reactions starting up tomorrow. We'll see you guys soon.